Gaby, thanks so much for taking the time to join me.
Pleasure, really. Good to see you again, yeah? So after last year.
Yeah, you actually attended last year.
Yes, that's right. I was a participant last year, and I think you did a fantastic moderation last year, so I still remember you.
And so this year you're actually hosting the MQ.
I'm so proud about it.
Why you think it's important that MQ is here in China?
I think really, I mean, the MQ, I think needs to be in China. And MQ is all about innovation, it's all about inspiring, opening up cooperation and talk about transition moving forward. And I think China is the place where change is happening right now at a very fast pace.
One of the most exciting things from your opening talk was just how prolific Audi is in China. I had no idea about the statistics that you kind of shared. 1 out of every 3 Audis is sold here in China.
Yes, I mean, we are in China actually for a very long time. We started already in 1988 with our partner VW, and I think due to a very bold approach to really specify cars specifically for Chinese customers, Audi was in the position actually to shape the premium automobile market in China. And I think we really can proudly look back to 30 years, 3 decades, can you imagine, of premium market championship here in China due to our approach. So we are very proud of that and of a lot of achievements. But like I said in my speech, now it's really, we are in the middle of a storm of a huge transformation. So I think now we are really, sitting down, looking, at the right strategy and to revolutionize, not only evolutionize, really revolutionize our approach, because also in the future we would like, to shape, what premium automotive mobility is all about.
So the Chinese customer is extremely digital. They're extremely savvy. And the market here is already cashless, already heavily service oriented, and there's an extreme lack of loyalty between applications because people just move to whatever is the fastest, the best, the most convenient.
Exactly.
How is Audi going to kind of dive into this extremely fast-paced digital infrastructure?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about really, about the customer. And like you said, the customer has got very, very high demands, and we really need to, if we would like to succeed and keep our premium leadership in this market, we need to listen to the customers. We need to cater what the customer really wants and needs. And the pure fact, that the Chinese customer on average is about 15 years younger than a European customer, she shows these customers have different demands, and it's really the most aspect, it's towards digital and connectivity services. They want to have a seamless integration, in their day-to-day life. So that's really, we are taking a very, very consequent step and consistent step towards also Audi Connect and consistently connect. We are offering actually with our A4, which is coming in half a year in a PI version, the first open platform where really give the opportunity for customers to integrate all the services they are used in their day-to-day life into their MMI system. And really that's how we perceive Audi can be a third living space for them. And that's how we cater for the customers.
This is one of the biggest challenges in automotive actually, is how to bring digital services into the car. Can you talk about how you envision the interaction between Audi and the consumer in this kind of premium space? Because this is the question that we're all trying to figure out. Can you give us some hints about what's coming?
I think the way we tackle it, we really work a lot together with our customers, and also with innovators, with innovator circles. And actually we have structured this in a way. We have got a so-called Audi's innovator circles. We are working together, with startups. They can bring up their ideas, and we evaluate them. And if it's really good, we try to incorporate them. And secondly, we have got a platform where we are in constant contact with about 1,000 customers, where we can really bounce back ideas, get their instant feedback. And of course, for bigger investments, for bigger topics, we are doing proper market research. So we are collaborating with our customers, collaborating with basically the partners, the innovators around, which you can find plenty here in that market.
Audi had a study, I think a month ago, that demonstrated that the Chinese market is the most open for autonomous drive. That I think it was 73% of people are already ready for autonomous drive.
Yes, yes.
I mean, the fundamental change that can happen from autonomous drive
Yeah.
is the most exciting aspect of mobility that I can't wait for. So it's amazing that you're in this market. Can you talk about Audi's plans with autonomous drive?
Yes, yeah. I mean, first of all, it's in Audi's DNA. It's Vorsprung via technology. So of course, if we talk about really, autonomous driving, future driving, that's of course the place where Audi needs to be. And I think there are two big aspects to it. One is really, the possibility technology-wise, to test, to get the possibility, also with government authorities and with partners to really test and work on these technologies. Actually, Audi is the first foreign manufacturer who got 2 test licenses here in China, in Beijing and Wuxi, to do real testing of level 4 driving on really roads, designated roads. I think that's for us really a big breakthrough, and we are also the only manufacturer who does not only level 4 driving but also V2X services tested here in China. So on one hand there is really the possibility, the infrastructure to test it real life, the technology environment for it. But on the other hand, this is equally important, that's exactly, you touched upon it, it's the openness of the customer to willing to test, willing to open. And like you said, I mean, 73% of the Chinese customers, they are open to put their families in automated driving technology right now. That's amazing.
I actually visited your design center on Monday, and I got to sit down with your head of R&D.
Yeah.
And when I was interviewing him, he sort of blew my mind because I was like, wait, you're already testing V2X on 5G? And because I was just at the Golf 8 launch, and they're doing V2X Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right, and the safety implications of this are already so amazing. Just Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi, and the fact that this car is kind of coming onto the road in like bigger numbers, and it's really like such a safety moment.
Yeah.
But when he also said, well, when we're developing our cars with autonomous drive, we have more sensors. The algorithms are different because the drive style is different. It sort of made me realize that the autonomous work here and a lot of the overall general infrastructure was so much stronger, and that you could really start to imagine a future not just about how the cars move on the road, but how people will live in these cities.
Yeah.
So how, like...
that is something, which is happening really at the moment. Of course, we are leading within the group, the development, in that kind of area. But actually, at the moment, it's also a lot in China, for China. Like you just touched upon, there are a lot of specific functionalities, which we really need to cater for in China. Specific services which are related to driving styles, pedestrian cut-ins or so, which are happening much more in China than anywhere else in the world. So we are doing this in China, for China, and preparing for it and testing for it.
And so how do you think that this really advanced work is going to trickle down to other markets? Because Audi's global. It's a really global company.
Yes. Of course, I mean, here we are really spearheading, and of course all the learnings we incorporate, it's part, of the global network, and we don't doing any double work here. We are testing it here. We can have really the infrastructure, the openness to do it, and of course all these learnings will be incorporated into our global work. It's part of our global work.
And so I just have one last question. It's about just like women in leadership. It's so great to see a strong female CEO head of such a baller market as well. Do you have any advice for young women who are trying to figure out their career paths right now?
Maybe the best thing would be never stop questioning.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay, no, it was a pleasure. Pleasure seeing you, and hopefully to see you again at one of the next Audi MQs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.